I have to agree with you with Marilyn Monroe's acting in this film. There's that one scene as they're getting ready for bed on the train and they're all saying goodnight to each other. And as Marilyn's getting ready to go to bed, she's like, "Good night, honey." I'm just like, I feel like she's saying that to me. And I tell that to my friends, and they're like, "You're crazy. She's not. That's just the camera." Like, but you don't feel it? Like, you don't feel like her saying goodnight to your soul? I'm like, yes.
I I love that moment. It's so sweet, it's so genuine, and I love how Daphne is saying goodnight to all the girls.
Oh my
And then
God.
Sugar is in the middle of taking off her dress, and then she's like looking around to be like, "Oh, who said that to me?" And she's like, "Good night, honey." It's like, oh, it is so dang sweet. And it's just like when Marilyn just nails a performance. It's like I said, you don't want to take your eyes off of anyone
Nope.
other than her when she's on screen. And she's just she has that she has that star quality that made her iconic in her day and age and has made her legendary throughout more than 50 years after her passing. She is still loved and idolized so much. Um, I
Question. There have
mhm,
been many promotional photos tagged with this film.
mhm.
Specifically some of them are colorized. You might go into this in your fun facts. I was wondering if you knew if this film was meant to be done just in black and white, or was it meant to be also maybe the option was opted to do it in color? Because I know that that was being played around during that time. So I was just wondering if there was like a thing. I think Billy Wilder might have found more confidence in doing it in black and white since he has had many pictures that have had success with that you know, technique.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It was actually a clause in Marilyn's contract that her movies be shot in Technicolor because
Oh,
she
ooh.
photographed that as her career progressed and as she became a bigger star, she photographed better in Technicolor. And so she
Mhm.
wanted all of her movies shot in color. But because this movie became a period piece, because it's set in the
So it's set
1920s,
in the Prohibition
set
period.
in Prohibition. It's set
Yes.
in the late 20s. Billy Wilder thought it would play better in black and white if it was set in the 20s, but
Mhm.
also um, uh, in terms of like actual, like the technical aspect of it, the makeup that Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon had to don to become women
Mhm.
looked so thick that when it photographed in color, it looked so much more obvious that they were covered in makeup. And so
Oh.
they were able to blend it a little bit more to disguise it in black and white. So there's
Mhm.
lots of different aspects of what went into making that decision. And I know that Marilyn rather begrudgingly didn't want to shoot it in black and white, but I think it obviously works better in black and white
Mhm.
because of, again, the reasons that Billy gave in universe. If this is a period piece, let's shoot it back in black and white. And I think it looks beautiful, even for being a black and white film. I know that I'll probably go off on a small tangent here. I know that uh, there's been some people in either online or in even in the Hollywood industry that have taken to going back and colorizing old
Oh yeah.
black and white movies.
You
Like,
could find that all on YouTube.
yeah. And I mean, I the when we were recording our episode for It's a Wonderful Life,
Mhm.
Amazon Prime had both the black and white and the color version of it. And
Mhm.
you can tell the painstaking detail that's been put back into like colorizing it and everything, excuse me, and making it look beautiful. But I also think that stylistically, I think that for storytelling purposes, I think that when you shoot a movie in black and white, I know that for a long time it was just done because that was the only cinematography like color that the only like film that they could use. And Technicolor was very challenging in the 30s. Um, but by the time we get to the 50s, more than half of the films are shot in color because they wanted Hollywood wanted to have a leg up on television because television was exclusively in black and white in the 50s. So that's why you would go see these big Technicolor opuses on the big screen. But I think storytelling wise, shooting something in black and white keeps it more grounded and I think keeps
Yep.
it more like focused on the story. Not to
Mhm.
say that you can't get distracted by the beautiful elaborate costumes in something like Sunset Boulevard or All About Eve or even Some Like It Hot. The costumes are beautiful. I think seeing Florida in Technicolor on the beach would have been beautiful. But again, making the conscious decision to shoot it in black and white, I think makes sense from a director's perspective. And I wish that people wouldn't be so afraid of black and white movies and cinematography. I had to
No.
convert my boyfriend to it, and the movie that really changed his perception of it actually was The Children's Hour. Even though it's a black and
Uh-huh.
white movie, he was captivated so much by the story that it was like it didn't matter that it wasn't shot in color. It's like you are locked in for the story. Um, so yeah, I say and I also get a huge kick out of when even 21st century filmmakers make movies in black and white. I'm like, yes, throw it back to the pioneers and the filmmakers of yesteryear. Movies like what was it, Mank that came out, or there's a wonderful oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the film name right now, but there was a two-hander movie that was made with Zendaya that's on Netflix that was also shot in black and white. That was shot during quarantine during 2020, but they shot it entirely in black and white.